Okay, so good evening guys, welcome to Wednesday Evening Pilates. Thank you so much for joining me again this evening. Let's begin with our stretch band. Okay, so bring the stretch band out in front and we'll begin with our shoulder rolls. So Neve, we've just began here, just taking our very first shoulder roll. And take it nice and slow guys, we missed last week, so just open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades back and down. And just notice any tightness in your body around your shoulder or your chest area, around your middle upper back area. Take it nice and slow, and then slowly improving the range of movement and your spinal extension. Let's bring it forward and take a nice leg stretch here. Keep your legs straight, get your spine long, spine flat, and then back up into a shoulder roll, open the chest, all the way back again, all the way up, and last one. Just noticing how that feels in your body. Normally feels quite good if you've been at the desk for the day. Bring your feet together, nice big stretch to one side, pulling the band from both ends, and then to the other. Okay, and then into a shoulder rotation, take your legs a little wider, rotate to the left. A couple of pulses here, 3, 2, and 1, and then back to center, over to the other side, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's bring the band under one foot and we'll begin with our strength work. So working our arm and shoulder muscles. So standing on the band with one foot, make sure the band is nice and level. Okay, and we'll come into our lateral raise. We'll take 10 repetitions here, everyone. Ready to go for 10, and for 9, for 8, and 7, and 6, for 5, last 4, 3, for 2, and for 1. Super. Take a frontal raise now. So just bring the band out in front, arms level with the shoulders for 10. Keep your back straight, keep your tummy engaged for 9, and for 8, 7, and 6, for 5, last 4, 3, for 2, and last one. Well done guys. Let's do a bicep curl. Curl the band around maybe once or twice, make it more resistant with that. And we're going to move to a bicep curl now. Okay, so ready to curl those arms up, lock your elbows into the side of the body, and let's go for 10. Keep your tummy tight for 9, for 8, and 7, 6, and 5, for 4, 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay, so we'll do our tricep extension now. So keep the band nice and short and bend over a little bit, lock your elbows into the side of your body and extend your arms fully for 10. Squeezing the muscle at the back of the arm for 9, for 8, and 7, 6, and 5. Last 4, 3, for 2, and last one. Well done guys, that just leaves our bent over lateral raise, so you can lengthen the band a little bit. Bend over, arms out to shoulder level, okay? Change the leg if you wish to. Let's take 10 repetitions. Let's go for 10, and for 9, for 8, so just leaning forward a little bit, for 7, and 6, for 5, last 4, 3, 2, and last one. Okay, that new stretch band, Jade, is certainly challenging me. The other one was way too stretchy. So thanks again for that. Okay, brilliant. Leave the band there, guys, and give the arms and shoulders a little shake out. Let's begin with our squats, okay? And then we'll do some stretching. So standing with your feet in line with your hips, come into a nice deep squat, all the way down up onto the balls of the feet. Let's take 10 here. And for 9, make sure your knees are not going beyond your toes for 8. So you've got to press through your heels for 7. And 6, for 5, and 4, last 3, for 2, and last 1. Let's come down and pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super work. Give those legs a little shake out. Final round of squats, guys. Take your legs wider, really nice and wide. Okay, press through your heels, deep squat, up onto the balls of the feet for 10, for 9, and 8, for 7, and 6, last 5, and 4, 3, for 2, pulsing on that last one, ready to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold it there, guys. We're going to lift the right heel off the ground, the left heel off the ground, and hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Give your legs a shake out. Okay, so we'll float the arms up overhead. Take the left wrist in the right hand and reach up and over to your right. Get a deep stretch on the left side of your body. Release back to center. Change over the wrists and reach over to your left, stretching out the right side. Okay, from here, take a big step on your mat. Turn your toes in. We'll take our wide leg forward fold. Draw your belly in, hinge from the hips, bring your left hand down to the floor, and then take your right arm up towards the ceiling. Look up towards your right hand and roll your right shoulder back. So we're feeling a gentle stretch in the legs, and we're also rotating here. Rotating and twisting our waist and our spine. So release the right hand back, and then we'll send the left arm all the way up, rolling back that left shoulder. Breathe. And release back, where we'll take a deeper fold. So maybe walk your hands down to the floor, and you can take your legs as wide as you want to here. Hug your elbows in and aim to bring the crown of the head down towards the floor. And breathe. Send your sit bones up, shift the weight a little bit into the balls of your feet, less into your heels, and just notice the stretch. Well done. Now walk your hands towards your right leg, extend your left leg long and flex your foot so you get a nice big stretch, and then we'll take our left arm all the way up and over to the right side. Big side stretch here, but we're also stretching the left leg. Good, release and change over. So deep bend into the left knee, flexing your right leg, right foot, and then reach your right arm up and over. Might feel a little awkward, more so on one side than the other. Just notice how that is in your body. And then we'll move to our hip flexor stretch. So just pivot towards your left leg, the left leg in front, and come into a runner's lunge to begin. Lift the knee, and then we'll add a twist. So bring your right hand down and then twist to the left. An option to keep the left hand up towards the ceiling, or take it around to the side of the right waist, rolling your left shoulder back. Further option to drop your back knee and bend your back leg, connect hand to foot. Don't worry if it's not there for you, just breathe and stay in the stretch so that your back hip is getting a lovely stretch. Now release back and we'll walk it to the other side of the mat, where now the right leg is in front and you can drop, we'll keep it lifted, keep it lifted in your runner's lunge, and then we'll take our left hand down and twist to the right. And you can look up towards that right hand, roll that right shoulder back, an option to take that right hand around to the side of the opposite waist. Feel the stretch on the back hip, and then drop the knee, and option to take the back leg here and connect hand to foot. And that's a deeper stretch on your thigh muscles if you can connect, but don't worry if you can't, it's still a lovely hip stretch. Okay, and then Well done. Step it to all fours, where we'll take our cat and cow. We always take our cat and cow. It's a great way to mobilize spine and pelvis, whether it's yoga or Pilates. So, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, hip and shoulder distance apart. Inhale, and on your exhale, draw your belly in and round your spine. Tuck your chin, look through your knees to the back of your mat. In your cat stretch, stretching out a tight spine. Inhale, roll the hips away from the ribs. Send your pelvis back and up, and draw your shoulder blades together, looking up. And again, exhaling and rounding through your spine again into your cat stretch. And inhale, come forward into your cow. Last one, exhale and round. And inhale, come forward. Okay, super work, guys. Let's walk it down to a plank. Bring your elbows down to the floor, tuck your toes, lift your knees. Breathe, and just hold your plank. We'll tip our body weight forwards and backwards for 10. For 9, drop your knees if you need to. For 8, well done everyone. For 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and finally 1. Drop your knees and relax on the floor. We're going to take our glute stretch now, our glute work, sorry. So, we're going to bring our knees apart and your toes together, and relaxing the upper body, we're going to lift our thighs off the mat, both of them at the same time. Inhale, draw your belly in. Exhale, float your thighs off the mat, feeling that tight contraction of the glute muscles. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. We'll take 8 more. Ready to go for 8. And come down, exhaling up for 7. Keep your shoulders soft if you can. And for 6. And down for 5. And down for 4. And for 3. For 2. And last one. Brilliant. Okay, release your legs to the floor. From here, hands are under the chin, and press the flat of your foot to the floor now. And when you're ready, we're going to float our chest off the mat with your arms, with your elbows, holding it here, and then release back down and soften. So draw your belly in, inhale, exhale, float your chest with your arms and your elbows off the mat, and release back down. And again, inhale, exhale, float up, inhale, hold, exhale, release. Last one, inhale, exhale, up, inhale, hold, exhale, release. Super work. From here, bring your hands behind, interlace them across the back of your hips, and bring your legs together. Open your chest, maybe push the hands a little bit away from the body. Feel the opening across the front of the body. This is our extending of our spine, but opening any tightness from the chest and shoulder area. Inhale, and on your exhale, float your legs, float your chest off the mat. Remember to keep your gaze down, so not looking directly underneath you, but just about a foot ahead. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release your cheek down to one side and relax your shoulders and arms. And again, inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Rest your cheek down to the other side. We've got 2 more here. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Last one, guys. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, hold. And release. Super work. Give your hips a little shake out. We're going to finish our spine work with bow pose. So bend both your knees. Reach your hands around. Grab your leggings or your socks or whatever you can get to. And don't worry if you don't connect. You're just going to do the movement anyway. Now, bring your knees back to hip width apart. Normally, when we reach back, the knees go really wide. So press your ankles into your hands as we lift the chest and we lift the thighs off the mat, extending the spine and the neck. Release, back down. We'll take that twice more. Inhale, exhale, float up, lift the thighs, lift the chest. Inhale, hold. Exhale, release. Well done, guys. Last one. Make sure those knees haven't gone really, really wide. Sometimes they have a mind of their own. Inhale, tummy in. Exhale, float up. Inhale, hold. and exhale. Release, well done. Okay, give your hips a little shake and come to child's pose. Sit back in your heels with your knees apart. You probably feel like you need a good stretch into your lower back, so take it nice and slow. Breathe into your lower back. Just take it slow and round your lower spine. And then there's plenty of time to flatten out and come into a deeper child's pose. But just take care of your lower back first. We'll take about 3 breaths here. Nice and slow, breathing into the back of the body, finding our Pilates breath as we expand the body, as we breathe in, and we contract and soften the body as we breathe out. 1 more deep breath here, inhale, and exhale. Okay, good work, guys. From here, we're going to come up and do 2 exercises to rotate the spine. So, opportunity to take a quick sip of water if you have it there, and we'll do our spinal rotation. So we've started with our extension work, now rotation, and then we'll do our core work and then our flexion work. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. From here, take your right hand to your ear, open up, inhale, exhale, bring your elbow under and through to the other side. Inhale up, exhale under and through, and last one, inhale and exhale. So you feel a little work here in the middle upper back, and release back to center. We'll do the same on the other side. Bend your left elbow, bring your left hand towards the back of your ear, rise up on the inhale, look towards your left elbow, exhale, bring it all the way under and through, maybe dropping that left shoulder, and again, inhale it up, exhale it under and through. Last one, inhale and exhale. Just really feeling that work and that twist in your body. Release back, and we'll take a couple of glute movements. So take your right leg up, point the foot, and we'll take 8 pulses and then 8. So 8 pulses up and down, and then 8 fire hydrants, okay? They're gonna really work your glutes. So ready to go, guys? Pulsing up. Keep your back steady like you have a little bowl of water in your back, and pulse up for 8. And for 7. Hands under shoulders, your knee under your hip for 6. And 5. And 4. 3. For 2. And for 1. Now, bring the leg back in and then pulse it out to the side for 8. And for 7. For 6. And for 5. Last 4. 3. And 2. And last one. Now keep it out there. Keep your right leg out and then straighten the leg. Bring it in, back to center. So raise the leg outwards, straighten the leg, bring it in, back to center. Just 2 more. The right leg comes out, point the toe, back in, back to center. Last one. Bring it out to fire hydrant, straighten the leg, back in, back to center. Good work. Give your hips a little shake around, stretch out your spine, anything that feels good here. And we're going to move to the other side, okay? So let's lift the left leg up. We're going to take 8 pulses up, keeping your spine nice and steady. Let's go for 8, for 7, 6, keep your tummy tight, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it back in. 8 fire hydrant out to the side for 8. Keep your spine steady for 7. Equal weight through your arms and hands for 6 and 5. Well done, guys, for 4 and 3, for 2, and for 1. Keep your leg out there. Lengthen the leg. Bring it back in. Okay, fire hydrant. Straighten the leg. Bring it back in to center. 2 more. Out, straighten, in, center, out, straighten, in, and center. Well done, guys. Just sit back in child's pose for a moment. Stretch it out. We're now going to flip onto our tummy and we're going to do, to work on our tummy. So we're going to flip onto our back. And we'll start with some flexion-based exercises. But come on down and hug your knees in towards your chest to begin. Okay? So knees to chest, hug it in. Stretch out your back. And then we'll extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Bring your arms out to either side. Draw your lower back towards the mat as we lower one leg down. And then bring it back to center and lower the other leg down. And bring it back to center. So keep your tummy tight. Keep your lower back towards the mat. So we've 6 more here. Lower down the left. Back to center. Lower down the right. Good work, guys. Back to center. Be mindful of your lower back. If it doesn't feel good, you can flex up and do the exercise in flexion. Might feel a little bit better for you. Take 4 more. Left leg drops, back to center. Right leg drops, back to center. For 3. Other side. And for 2. Last and final one. One side drops, all the way back up. Other side drops, all the way back up. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Well done, everyone. Good work. From here, we're going to drop the knees to the side. So we're going to work the waist muscles a little bit. We'll start off with bent knees. We'll do 4 with bent knees, dropping them all the way over to the side. So drop your knees to the left. Bring your arms out to either side, palms facing down. And then bring your legs back to center. And then drop the knees over to the right. And then back to center again, over to the left. We're doing 4 with bent knees and 4 with straight legs. Back to center, keep both shoulder blades down on the mat. Over to the right. So just feeling the work in the waist muscles, over to the left. Keep your knees together. Back to center, over to the right. Keep both shoulder blades down. Last one to the left with bent knees. Center. And last one to the right. Now we're going to straighten the legs. So come back to center, straighten your legs, and we're going to drop both legs over to the left. All the way, as much as you can. And then back, and then over to the right. Just go as far as you can to keep nice and stable and feel that stability in your spine, your core. Over to the left, over to the right. You feel this in your lower abs and especially your side muscles, not so much in your upper abs. We'll be doing some flexion-based exercises now and we'll work those upper abs. Back to center, over to the right, and then back to center. 1 more to each side, guys. Over to the left, center, and over to the right. Okay, good work. Back to center, knees to chest. Take a full body stretch if it feels good for you, if you want to stretch it all out. And breathe. Okay, so I did say we were going to move to some flexion-based exercises. So we're going to take our stretch band and do our 100 now. So take your stretch band and you can either have your legs long or you're going to drape it over your knees. Okay, your shins. So shoulders up, chin tucked. If you need to support your neck, don't forget, just leave the band and support the back of your neck just as I'm doing now. Tabletop or feet on the mat or legs stretched out to a 45-degree angle. Ready to go, everyone? Start pumping those arms, shoulders up, chin tuck. Let's go. Take an inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Well done, everyone. Draw those knees in towards your chest and relax it out for a moment. Now we'll walk the feet to either side and just let the knees drop over to the left and let the knees drop over to the right. Okay, so we're going to move through our teaser now. So from here, bend your knees. You can either go tabletop. We haven't done teaser in a while, guys. So you can either go tabletop or keep your feet on the mat. I'm going to demonstrate both. Arms overhead. Watch your rib cage placement. Remember, lower back to the mat, ribs down at the front. Inhale through the nose and exhale, come all the way up. Reach and lengthen. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release back down. Legs in tabletop as well. Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale, hold, and exhale, release. So whichever variation you're doing, keep working away. We're going to do 8 repetitions here, whether you're in tabletop or whether your feet are down on the mat. For anyone doing this that is struggling and hasn't done it in a while, just keep your feet down. There's no need to raise the legs up. Just notice how that feels in your body. So I can see you're all working away at your own pace. I'm going to say take about 4 more. I think you've done it 3 or 4. So take about 4 more. And remember just to begin by bringing the lower back to the mat. Inhale to prepare, lower back to the mat. Exhale, do the movement. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale to roll back down. 2 more. Use that huge out breath, lengthening as you reach to the ceiling. And last one. If I'm counting a little off, just add in another rep or 2, or just finish when you are ready. Knees to chest, relax it out. Well done. Take your time. Perfect work, guys. Amazing. Okay, so we're just going to finish our ab work with some, so we're going to do our single leg stretch and then finish with some toe taps. So, single leg stretch, we're in flexion, we're using those upper abdominals, shoulders up, chin tucked. We're going to take our legs to tabletop, hands behind your head or arms extended overhead, your choice. Inhale, exhale, stretch one leg long and low. Inhale, bring it back to tabletop. Exhale, other leg. Take your hands behind your head if you wish. Remember, the shoulders stay up, the chin stays tucked like you're holding a little soft peach between your chin and your chest. You're working away at your own pace. Well done, everyone. So we've done 3 or 4. We've about 4 more to do here. For 4. Every time I do this, I feel that shaking in the tummy muscles, stabilizing the spine, working really, really hard here. And again. Last one. And release back down to the floor. Super, super work. Just relax it out, guys. Okay, good work. So we're going to finish with our toe taps. So when you're ready, we're going to stretch the legs up towards the ceiling and we're going to reach up, touch those toes. Ready to go, guys? 12 repetitions, up and down, and let's go. For 12, 11, for 10, and 9, for 8, and 7, 6, and 5, last 4, 3, for 2, and for 1. Super, super work. Relax back down to the mat and take it easy. Okay. Let's take a couple of stretches for our tummy muscles. Take a big, long stretch. Extend your arms overhead and your legs long. Big, big body stretch. Stretching out your abdominals, your spine, your side body, your shoulders, your arms, your legs, your toes, your fingers, everything. Just stretch it out. And then we'll drop the knees to one side. And then to the other. Okay, guys, so we're going to roll on up and We'll do some spinal flexion and some stretching and some twisting, and then we'll come back down and we'll do our bridge in a little while, if that's okay. So we'll extend our left leg long. We're just doing saw. We're not going to do the side reach here, just saw. So sit up nice and tall. Raise yourself up, pop your sit bones down, bend your right knee, extend your left leg long. Let's open the chest, inhale, and on your exhale, take your right hand towards your left leg, maybe to the shin, maybe to the outside of the foot or the baby toe, and bend your left knee. It's important to bend your left knee. Now, as well as rotating, we're also going to try and bring our chest towards our left thigh. And you can do what you want with your left hand, whatever feels good here. Okay, and then release back to center, open up the chest, and we'll go again. Inhale, exhale, rotate right hand towards left leg. Again, just bending the left knee, and make sure that you're not raising the right side of the body up. Hold, and release, and last one, inhale, exhale. So this is our spinal rotation and spinal flexion. We've already done some rotation already this evening. And release. Now we'll take a deep side stretch, bringing your fingers around your left big toe and float your right arm up and over. Remember to keep the chest open. Relax your left hand. Keep the chest open. Keep reaching towards that left leg. Keep the right side of the body grounded. Reach it all the way up so that now your right bicep is just over your right ear. That's it. All the way up and over. And release as you feel that deep side stretch. And we'll take our twist now. So just bring your left leg into center. Bend your right knee. And sit up as tall as you can. And we'll reach our left arm up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to take the left hand down and twist over to the right. So twist to the right as you push your right knee in with your left elbow. Breathe. Keep your spine as tall and long as you possibly can. And relax back to center. Well done, guys. Hamstring stretch. So we're kind of making our way into the various movements. This is the last one, and then we'll repeat everything on the other side. So hamstring stretch, legs are straight, roll the flesh away from the sit bones, sit up tall, push your pelvis forward to begin. Remember the feet are dorsiflexed and there's no bend in the knees, and just stretch your arms forward. Just try and fold your upper body towards your lower body, okay? And breathe. So you feel the stretch in your hamstrings. So press the back of your knees towards the floor. That's it. So you can just drop your hands down there, Peter. Just drop your hands to the floor and just keep kind of inching forward as much as you can. This is one of these stretches. We could hold it for 3 to 5 minutes. We're not going to, but you know, the more you hold it, the more it kind of gets into the connective tissue and the ligaments, the more we hold these stretches. So it's basically a stretch for our hamstrings here. Okay, and then release, where we're going to take our twist and then our side stretch, and then we'll do saw on the other side. So it's just a sequence of movements. So from here, bring your right leg into center and bend your left knee, and then sit up as tall as you can. And we'll now take the right arm up overhead and take the elbow to the outside of the knee, and then twist and look over your left shoulder. Use your right elbow to push your left knee inwards. Don't let it roll out, and then keep tall and long through your spine. Lengthen on the inhale and just twist a little deeper on the exhale. Breathe. Feel the twist. Twisting is really good for our bodies. It's good for our waist, it's good for our digestive organs, and it's good for getting rid of toxins. So all around a good one to do. And then release, guys, and then we'll take our side stretch. So extend the right leg out to about a 45-degree angle. Bend your left knee. Could be different on this side if you're a little tighter. Take your fingers around your big toe on your right leg. Bend the knee a little bit and float that left arm all the way up and over. Keep the chest open. Try not to close off. I'm demonstrating closing off here now, where the chest starts to face the thigh. We want to keep the chest open towards the screen. Breathe. Go a little deeper. Make sure the left side of the body stays grounded. Don't let it come up. And release. Amazing, guys. And then open your arms, open your chest. Inhale, exhale, reach over towards your right leg. Little bend in the right knee goes a long way to release out your hamstrings. Fold forward we're rotating and we're flexing the spine. So not just the rotation, we want to bring the chest towards the thigh as well. And breathe. And release, open up the chest again, inhale, exhale second time. So the body knows what to expect now. Remember, keep the left side down as we reach to the right. Feel that stretch at the back of the hip, lower back, and release. Last time, open up the chest, inhale, and exhale. Pausing here. Super, and release. Great guys, we're going to take pigeon stretch and then we're done with our stretching. We're just going to do a little bit more strength work. We're going to do some planking as well and we'll go from there. So pigeon is a nice one, opens the hips. I'll give you an opportunity to open the hips and the glutes. So let's start with our right leg. Bring your right leg across the front of your mat. Okay, I hope you guys can see me. And then we're going to take the left leg straight down the mat. So try and bring, if you bring your hands to the top of the mat, try and bring your right knee behind your right wrist and bring your right foot behind your left wrist. Now look back at your back leg, make sure it's straight and bring your elbows down. Imagine two little headlamps shining from your hips down to the mat. Don't have one shining up towards the ceiling. So imagine little headlamps attached to your hips, make sure they're shining down, okay? And just feel that stretch on the right side of the body, and the glutes. Now guys, this is optional. If you want to get a deeper stretch into your left hip, walk your hands in, bend your back leg, and try and connect your hand to your foot. You still get that stretch on the glutes on the right, and you get a deep hip stretch and a thigh stretch on the left. And don't worry if it's not there for you, okay? Breathe and release. Well done. So slowly just swing your left leg forward. We're going to do that on the other side. So a little bit more emphasis on stretching tonight, which is good. We've done a lot of strength work anyway, but just always good to get those few extra stretches in. So pigeon on the other side. So bring your hands to the top of the mat. Bring your left knee behind your left wrist and your left foot behind your right wrist. Back leg is straight. Little headlamps shining down from your hips, shining down to the mat. Okay, this is how we correct ourselves and cue ourselves to come into the right position, and then walk it down to your elbows or extend your arms out fully. Feel the stretch on the glutes on your left side. Hold that for a couple of breaths and then we'll move to the deep hip stretch on the back leg if that's what you want to do. And just stay there if you don't, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, so now just walking the hands back in to bend that back leg and connect hand to foot. If it's there for you. And feel that deep stretch on your back hip and your thighs. Okay, and release guys, nice and slowly. Releasing out of that. Side plank, okay? Side plank, a little bit of strength work. You can do a high side plank or a low side plank, elbow under shoulder or hand under your shoulder, wrist under your shoulder. I'm going to do high side plank. Remember, always good to drop the bottom knee if you need to, if the strength just isn't there this evening. Okay, we're not always really strong every time we come to that. Sometimes we're a little less energy. Let's take our hip dip up and down for 10, for 9. Drop the bottom knee if you need to, for 8, for 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can just change over to the other side. I just want to keep facing you guys, so I'm just going to change over, facing you. Just flip over, come onto your elbow or your hand, whatever works for you, and we're going to start to dip those hips up and down for 10, and for 9, for 8, for 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Super work. Relax back down to the mat. Okay, good work guys. Let's do some press ups. Okay, Face forward on your mat. We'll do half press ups or not box press ups. I know none of you are box press ups. We're well beyond that. So we're doing intermediate press ups or full press ups, your choice. Okay, so let's drop our body weight, kick the legs up, crisscross, full press ups, half press ups. Let's go. We'll do 10 and let's go for 10 and for 9, for 8 and 7, for 6 and for 5, last 4, amazing, 3, for 2 and for 1. Okay, sit back in child's pose for a moment, stretch it out. Sit back in your heels with your knees apart, your toes touching, allowing the space for your tummy and chest to drop down towards the floor. Breathe and soften, let your heart rate come down a little bit. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. And just feel the stretch in the thigh muscles, the spine, the side body, the shoulders, the arms. Walk both hands towards the top left corner of your mat. Keep the right side of your body grounded. Take your right hand, place it over your left. And then we'll walk the hands towards the top right corner of the mat, take the left hand, place it over the right, and keep the left side of your body grounded. Okay, super work guys. From here we're going to tuck our toes, lift our knees and lift our hips and come into a downward facing dog, so an inverted V, and try press your heels towards the floor. I'm not saying you're going to get your heels to the floor, but try press those heels to the floor. Relax and soften your shoulders as much as you can. And then walk your feet towards your hands, or your hands towards your feet, or a combination of both. Now take your hands onto opposite elbows and take a little gentle rock and sway from side to side. Allow your neck to relax completely, don't hold it against gravity. And then release your hands and roll slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, up through your spine, bringing your neck up last. So when you're there, take your arms overhead. We'll take our hands onto opposite elbows and lift and reach to your right, lateral flexion for our spine. Look up towards your left and then release to center and change over to the left. Now getting a deep stretch on the right and looking up towards the right. And we'll take the hands behind one last time, lift and open the chest and draw those shoulder blades back. And relax your shoulders downwards. Maybe push the hands a little bit away from the body, extending the spine and the back of the neck. And release, and you are done. So that's another Wednesday night wrapped up, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And as always, feedback is good. Let me know how you get on